Hello. So I was watching Dr. Peterson's video where he was talking about God and what is real. And I had a further consideration of that I thought is bit lacking in the explanation, and he basically bit leaned towards nihilism. And I just want to demonstrate the problem and how it forms. So let's say there is an idea that in this case we have God and we have reality or real. By the way, we'll leave it a link in the description. So the first thing we need to consider it is the meaning of both words and meaning when we questioning if God exists, and we are not sure about this, and at the same time real we don't 100% sure what is real is. And the problem forms in such a way that well, the main question end up being, do we believe is God is real? And most people say no. And some people say, well, okay, what, like, the problem is, like, what is real? So, and our reality is questionable as well. So how do you know that you end up, if you end up questioning reality, how you can base the idea that God is not real if you're questioning the reality? But there is a possibility to do it, and that's what I was want to explain it in this video. So let's talk about the connection between both things. What happening that God, the concept of God and concept of reality is interconnected in such a way that if we change the meaning of God, then we change the meaning of reality. And each time we change each aspect of what we think is real, we at the same time end up changing what we expect a God to be. So let's say like this: if you think there is a God, so let's say yes or no, then if you look at the God, this means you have two separate realities. As reality 1 and reality 2. And this is where it starts to begin a connection. So what it means, if you believe in God, you have one understanding of reality. If you don't believe in God, then you have another understanding of reality. And because your understanding of reality is different, back your understanding about God is different. Then there is a question is, then the question of complexity of okay, then we think of it of the, if it puts into multiple realities, then like part of the God description is outside of reality. So we cannot see God, we cannot see like understand what he is, what this type of creation and other things. And scientifically that's, well, unreal. And for really, really long, that's quite a standing and correct question. But if you look at the science, there is things that are discovered that are outside our vision of reality. And let's talk about different things, which is might sound this, but more an example of the concept of black hole. So in case you don't know what black hole, it's basically an object that is so dense that when the light goes into it, the light gets bended so badly that he never leaves the surface outside the black hole, and basically always stays inside. So when you think about God, it's a bit strange in such a sense, and at the same time if you think about black hole. So for many long period of time, because that's the properties of black hole, that the light that goes in it or exists in it, they get bended back by the gravity so badly that they never go outside the outside the ball of the form of the black hole. So what basically happens that the light gets bended back into an object and never travels outside certain boundaries where the light manages to bend but doesn't manage to leave. So, and that makes it unresolvable. So basically if you look at it, you see nothing, because it doesn't reflect anything like any objects in space. Like God doesn't exist, we cannot absorb it. Same problem. What happens? Well, scientists decided that you cannot absorb it directly, but you can see how it interacts with the space around it. So if there is nothing there, then let's say a planet comes that you cannot absorb it, you can see the light, you can see the object, and then if it passes through the black hole or towards the black hole, it magically disappears. And any object that comes close black hole get destroyed, get shed, and things like that. So what basically happening with the concept of black hole, that you cannot see it itself, but it's possible to see its effect around the environment. And that's part of it, the situation with God. So with God, basically that the description, let's say in Christianity, in some other cases, that's like more complex. The question is that, well, you suppose, like if it's real, then you're supposed to see it. But then if the black hole is real, you're supposed to see it, but we don't see it, and we still oppose it as there is, because we see their effects in action. And that's how God in many ways prescribed it. You don't see God, but you see his actions in the environment. Now, that's weird. Now, you would say, well, that means there is a God. No, it's strangely no. So we come back to the question, when we see that there is objects that could be possibly, in a sense, invisible, but we know that they exist, and we prove that the possibility of existence exists, and the God is described the same sense that we don't see God, but he exists through actions and through environment, through creation of the world and things like that. Our question of reality needs to be looked differently. Now, you would say, well, that describes a God. Well, surprisingly enough, you could bend the question differently. I would say, well, okay, I've been looking for an object that would match this description. And then I will say, okay, I believe that the black holes in the universe are different gods. They have immense power. They can destroy it and create new worlds. They are invisible to the naked eye, but their actions are everlasting. And it's like, it becomes weird that because you cannot determine it, this connection of edge, what is God, you cannot fully be sure of what is reality. The only thing, surprisingly, that cannot be still stays, and what basically happens that, well, both objects are questionable. So we accept them, but they are questioning, and the only thing that is stable is their both connection between them. And that's what is actually the explanation. That's fascinating, but that's where it things like when you ask the questions like, is it reality real? Is it God real? The both answer is yes. Why? Because the idea that is they are connected together into reality, and God is connected. And if the connection exists, then it's true. But the question of how God looks and what is God is, no clue. It could be always in front of our eyes, or like how we say this, like in all of us, no clue. It could be itself that object never recognizes as a creator of God. That's the weird part. At the same time, it's the concept, because it's end up being in usage, exists, but the object as a God, as a questioning like a God, if God is real, it's impossible to answer. The only thing is that when we look at the reality, we attribute it to the possibility of existence of God, and that's what it makes it real. And it's fascinating, but it's basically that's where it ends. That's like where the reality of it ends, and after that it's outside of understanding. And because the problem becomes that is constantly can be question it. It's like it's just never ending problem that you well if you see no and yes, then maybe God is woman or man. Then you have another two realities where God is a man, God is a woman. That's because every time you choose that aspect like God is different, you end up with a different understanding of reality. And that makes part of the God such a tricky question, because it's such a persona that is just it's just the question of God is as deep as who we are, like who we are as a human. It's almost a question that can push you forward, but you cannot answer it. It's like trying to achieve something that is perfect. Same thing, like you can always question if what is perfect, and you will never end with an answer. So it's weird, but that's what it is. That it leads that we create the boundaries by using the connections, and the code end up, and what is real for each other different. For me, it might be something like this, that this is where this boundary demonstrates the limits, where outside this is not God anymore, and what is inside is God. And same thing is here. This is, let's say, this is what is real, this is what's not real for me. And each person is gonna be different form, different shapes, the boundaries might be completely different space. But the point is that they both are connected, because one can impact the other. And if you ask the question if it's real, then you say, well, you don't know what it is. He said, like, you don't know what is real is kind of wrong partially, because on the case that you presume that there is possible knowledge, possible connection to the reality between God and real, makes it real little bit bound into certain explanation. So the fact that it becomes interconnected makes them like in a certain sense understandable and limited. So it's not something that is like completely non-existent, because it's connected to the other object, which is reality. And God is goddamn is one of those tricky concepts that is connected in everything possible. And that's why this question will never end, and each generation will have a different interpretation of it. Anyway, that's, I try to, I don't know if that makes sense. Thank you for listening.